Good morning. I keep getting told that I need to be doing video, despite the accent, my Norfolk accent that I don't like, and like I always say, I've got the perfect face for radio, but here goes anyway. So, a great looking website, it's really nice to have for your business, nice colours, nice images, all the bells and whistles, but here's the honest truth. If it doesn't work, it's pointless. If it doesn't convert, what's the point in having a lovely looking website? What actually matters is how your website performs behind the scenes as well as on the front end. So let me break this down really simply for you. So first up, SEO friendly structure. If Google can't understand your site, it will not rank it, as simple as that. And if it doesn't rank, no one sees it, as simple as that. If you've got a website that no one sees, it's like opening a shop in the middle of the Sahara Desert. You're not going to get anyone coming to it. So next, these days, and it has been for many years now, mobile first and fast. Most people are on their phones. I forget what the stats are, but it's around about 65-70% of people search on their mobile phones these days. So if your site loads slowly or feels clunky on mobile, you've basically lost those visitors. And also you've got to be thinking about AI as well today. People are searching on AI tools as opposed to Google. So if your SEO isn't up to scratch, if your website isn't up to scratch, what Google actually loves, it's not going to get found in the AI tools as well. Then we've got clear calls to action. Okay, these are what turn a casual visitor to your site into an inquiry or a lead. If people do not know what you want them to do, they won't do anything. So you need to make it clear. Ignore the click here, but use a verb, make an action that they have to take, book a call, contact us today, download this. And one tip that I heard last week is instead of having you or your, if you replace it with my in the call to action, it gets a better response. So might be worth a try. Just split test a couple of call to action buttons on your website. And analytics, that's another big one. You should always know what's working. We should be testing and split testing and trying to find out what works, more importantly, what doesn't. Okay, so you should always know what is working, what isn't, and where people are dropping off your site. The data stops you guessing. So stuff like Google Analytics will help you. I know it can be a minefield when you first look at the analytics, but there's some great information there. What pages they're landing on, what pages visitors are leaving on, how long they're on the site, what your bounce rate is, and so on. And then finally, strategic content. Not fluff, but content that genuinely builds trust and nudges people towards taking action. Okay, a great book that I'm actually reading now is They Ask You Answer by Marcus Sheridan. A brilliant book. It's gone back a few years now, but it still stands good to this day about creating content around your industry that your competitors that are afraid to touch or sort of focus on. They bury their heads in the sand, but it builds trust. So that's a good read. But think about your content, think about your blog posts, what you're writing, and how it can build that trust and that value with your website visitors. Okay, so yes, a good looking website is nice. I can help with that. But a website that actually delivers results, I can also help with that. That's where the real magic is. Okay, that's my first video. I hope it wasn't too bad. And I hope you found these tips quite valuable. So have a great day and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Good morning. I keep getting told that I need to be